Quickly, young sapling, put the pedal to the metal.
Sushi, roll, tires. It's an unusual trio of words, and LittleBigPlanet Karting uses oddities such as these to lure you into its delicious world. As you slide through the cardboard cutout levels, a homing missile fast on your cupcake tail, it's hard to contain your smile at the ludicrous nature of it all. And yet there's a dark cloud hanging over this magical land. Odd physics interrupt your freewheeling racing, and the powerful creation tools are tricky to learn because of poor tutorials. Even with the roadblocks, LittleBigPlanet Karting has exciting racing with beautiful aesthetics.
LittleBigPlanet is once again under threat, this time from the greedy, grabbing horde.
A lengthy story mode is the place to start for those eager to show off Sackboy's driving skill. Affable narrator Stephen Fry introduces you to the ins and outs of racing, and it takes only a couple laps to get a handle on things. Boosting requires you to drift around corners until your wheels burst into flames. The longer you hold your slide, the more nitro you receive, but you may ruin your racing line if you push too far. Other techniques are less prevalent, but still necessary to nab the checkered flag. Grapple points let you fly over treacherous pits, and spinning in air gives you a boost once you touch back down. Weapons are also of paramount importance. The usual gadgetry is here, missiles, landmines, and the like, and you can disrupt your opponent's fun with one well-timed strike. But weapon balance is off. Every weapon can be used defensively to protect yourself from an imminent strike. If you get hit by an attack, you're liable to plummet near the bottom of the rankings, whereas using a weapon offensively means you might gain 1 or 2 spots. Because of this disparity, it's smarter to hang on to a weapon for defensive purposes at all times, which lessens much of the carefree fun found in similar games. Further problems surface when you trade paint. When another cart slams into you from behind, you frequently get popped into the air or slow down to a crawl. That doesn't make any sense that your momentum will be halted when hit from the back. And this makes you feel so vulnerable you shy away from contact instead of gleefully bumping into other carts. Even with these flaws, racing is still quite fun. The courses are well designed with lots of clever shortcuts and collectibles to nab, so competing in the same tracks over and over doesn't get boring. Charming artistic design feeds into this appeal. The world looks like it was crafted from pieces of cardboard, and the cheery music will have you bopping your head to the beat. Aside from racing, there are battle arenas to compete in. These offer nothing new from the glut of similar offerings in other games, but a few twists to the standard racing formula are much more welcoming. You might compete in a side-scrolling endless runner or top-down radio-controlled race, and these show off what you can create in the flexible level creator. The editor is the heart of LittleBigPlanet Karting, but unfortunately is very difficult to learn. Non-interactive tutorials spanning more than 90 minutes are your introduction, and that's a lot of information to absorb by passively watching.
You can paint your bridges and fences in the same manner.
It's also unclear how LittleBigPlanet Karting's foray into different genres works out. As the developer-made levels show, you can make anything from a first-person shooter to tower defense, in addition to standard racing. But those other offerings are nowhere near as fun as entire games built in those genres, so they're little more than interesting novelties that are immediately forgotten. Hopefully, enterprising creators will be able to craft something of worth using the design tools, but that could be a gamble. Learning the ins and outs of the editor is a complex ordeal because of the lousy tutorial, so only the most dedicated will be able to make something interesting. At least once people start digging into the editor, it's easy to share levels with the community. And thankfully, the core racing is still exciting. It's just a shame LittleBigPlanet Karting can't deliver on its prodigious promise.